Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again.
It's time for the J. Craig 5, maybe 10-minute movie review.
Big robots, big monsters, go ahead and take my money. That's genuinely enough to get me into the theater. However, I was not a big fan of Pacific Rim back in 2013 by Guillermo del Toro. In fact, I'm not a fan of most of del Toro's work, but I do appreciate the moody sets, his design work, his visuals. I like some of things about him, but I don't like his stories. Pacific Rim had horrible characters, a lifeless Charlie Hunnam, great visuals and designs, but it just felt lifeless. And I got the opposite out of Pacific Rim Uprising. There are characters that I actually cared about, a plot that I was actually interested in, and effects work that I couldn't stop drooling over. Pacific Rim Uprising takes place 10 years after the events of the first movie, and John Boyega plays the son of Idris Elba's character from the first movie, the one who sacrificed himself at the end of the movie to save the world. So his character is the son of a hero. It's 10 years after the war, there are no more monsters, and yet he is nothing like his father. He dropped out of school, he is a thief, he's a scoundrel, you'd like him. After some conveniences in the story, John Boyega's character is arrested and must go back to school to become a teacher to help train the new cadets on how to pilot Jaegers. Conveniently, at the same time that they are about to announce or launch a new drone aspect to the Jaegers, where a human can pilot a drone from anywhere in the world and does not have to be compatible with another human in order to operate the big giant robot. These drones, of course, are going to cause all sorts of complications as they can't be controlled. And then we find out that there's something else going on behind the scenes, which is going to make matters even worse for our heroes. Even though this movie is very, very convenient and plays very loose with its script, I did not find it predictable. In fact, I was quite surprised at how often they kept surprising me throughout this movie. Now, perhaps I was caught up in the spectacle and hypnotized by the visuals, but I did find their choices, although convenient, to be both fun and exciting. Now, of course, I want all my movies to have really good stories and be taken seriously, but not everything is going to be Annihilation. Not everything is going to be Mother, or Blade Runner, or Wind River, or Hell or High Water. This is a big, giant robot monster movie. So it does its job. It is a very exciting movie. It is a very fun movie. I thought they took a lot of chances with where they were going with a lot of cool technology. And overall, it was a very enjoyable movie. In talking about the visuals, I must say that the first movie had a lot of really nice mood. The tone was really awesome, and that's what Guillermo del Toro was really, really effective at. The movie looked great, but it was also very dark, and it was all rainy, and it was in nighttime, so it was hard to see what was going on. And we've seen enough Transformers movies where you can't see anything of what's going on. All you see is big metal parts moving, and it just looks like a big mess. Most, if not all, of this movie's action sequences take place during the day, and there's no rain or clouds covering everything. It's actually pretty visually right in front of you. You can see everything. Instead of having blur effects or fast camera movements or herky-jerky camera, everything is right there for you to see, because you can see every bit of detail and every bit of movement, and you know exactly what's going on, and you have a great sense of the space that these robots occupy. While it is missing the mood and the tone of Del Toro and his camera, I did like the characters and cared about the characters far more. John Boyega's Jake Pentecost is very likable, although maybe not all that believable, thanks to a lot of plot conveniences. But I think he does a lot with his character, and he's got a lot of charisma. And in a movie like this, that can go a long way. Then there's Scott Eastwood, who plays John Boyega's ex-partner, who has to become his partner once again, obviously, in order for the plot to keep moving. He is nothing but a name and a face, very bad deliveries. He's just not a good actor. Charlie Day was actually very disappointing for me in this movie. I'm a big Charlie fan. I'm a big fan of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I love the wild card. But Charlie in this movie is really awkward, and it's kind of cringeworthy. It's just not a good performance and not a very good scripted character for him. And then there's a newcomer by the name of Carly Spawney. She's the young lady who gets in trouble with John Boyega's character early on. She's a character who builds her own Jaegers, and she gets involved with a new program to teach new pilots how to pilot these Jaegers. And she's got a lot of personality, and I really liked watching her, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else she's going to do because she's young and she's very talented. I really enjoyed Pacific Rim Uprising. I'm surprised I did myself, and I'm surprised I liked it as much as I do the morning after. If you like big budget action movies, you're going to like it. If you like robots versus monsters, you're going to like it. If you want to have fun, you're going to like it. However, I can see why a lot of people might not like this. So if you do go see it, I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think below. Don't forget to like us and subscribe to us and follow us. And we'll see you next time on The J. Craig.